Today, I'm sharing 3 tips on how to leave your 9-to-5 job and start an online business. And it's the exact same strategies that I employed when I first started my business. Here are the 3 tips I give people when it comes to quitting their 9-to-5 and launching their own business. Number 1, do not just quit your job. I know that might not be what you want to hear. I mean, hey, you're here because you want to know my tips on how to leave your 9-to-5, right? But hear me out. I do not want you to have the same experience that I did. When I quit my job, I simply had the idea that I wanted to leave and I wanted to start a new life, a new career, and I really wanted that, to 100%. It was on a Monday when I got the idea, and on Wednesday, just 2 days later, I handed in my resignation. And I left the company only 2 weeks after that, and that was very, very abrupt. It was what I needed at the time. However, it did present me with some challenges, both financially and identity-wise. Now, why identity-wise, you might ask? Because I crashed. I got really depressed after what felt like blowing up my career, my whole identity, and who I thought I was, what I was good at, all of that gone in just a matter of days. And that is why often I do not recommend just cutting ties and leaving from one day to the other. Instead, I recommend, if you have a job today, try decrease the hours that you work. I mean, if you can, go from 100% work week down to a 75% or even 50%, whatever is possible and available to you. Because here's the thing, number 2, you might have to supplement your new career. If you're starting an online business, a Shopify shop or an online store, whatever it is that you're starting, in the beginning, more often than not, you might not be able to replace your old salary with your new career's income from day one. It might take some time, depending on your background and all the pre-work that you might have done for your business. And that's fine. I honestly think it's okay. It's to be expected. I think it's a good thing that it takes a little bit of time because you're simply laying the foundation for the future. And because it might take you some time, you don't just want to end up being, completely broke and out of money when maybe you want or need to invest a little bit in your business. So that's why supplementing your new career can be a good option. What I did at the time of starting my own business was that I got a job as a hired staff, joining a work pool solution, working in different warehouses, driving forklifts, doing basic warehousing stuff. And it's something that I have a background in, and I'm good at it, and I actually quite enjoy it. So it was easy for me. It was easy to do that a couple of days a week, only to supplement my income so that I could stay afloat. It's very difficult to focus on building your own business and giving it the time it needs if you don't know that you can put food on the table the next day. So by doing this, I took some of the stress and the pressure off of my new career. I was able to be more playful, have more fun, and experiment and build for the long run. Because here's the truth, as I know it, if you're running your own or starting your own business, please do it for yourself because you want it. Go for it and be in it for the long run, for the long game. But if you're looking to get quick money, I would actually suggest going somewhere where you can receive a paycheck. Because when you're starting your own business, there is this lag time before you actually start making a lot of money. Well, at least that was my personal experience. It's also the experience I've had when I'm helping and supporting other people launch and run their own businesses. And this is why I wanted to share this particular thing with you. So here's my work-life balance calculation to help me keep my sanity. There's 7 days in a week, and we can't divide the days in a week evenly. So I divide it like this. If working for someone else to help supplement my income, I make sure that I only work 3 days per week, leaving me 4 days every week to do things I need to do for my own business and or for my personal enjoyments. In that way, even if sometimes I'm going to a job I don't love, it's not going to be that overwhelming, because I'll have 4 days when I can do whatever I want to do. That's a small hack that I use. Now, lastly, and this is crucial if you want to launch your own business. Number 3, know your numbers. I'm talking about knowing how much you need to make in order to make things go around. And I say focus on the bare minimum to begin with. At least you need to meet your minimum financial requirements. So here are some questions that you can ask yourself. What is it that you can totally eliminate if you had to? What are the nice to have and what are the needs to have? You need to know how much money you need to generate and to reach your bare minimum. Knowing that will help you navigate towards how much extra work you have to do. I mean, like how many days do you have to work at your old place or somewhere else while you're building your own business? Or how much money is it that your new business needs to generate in order for you to reach your minimum? Once you've figured out your bare minimum, you can play around with the numbers and see what it is that it takes to get to your desired level, right? Your next financial level can be astronomically high. It can be any number you wish. I like to keep them quite realistic in terms of what I think is realistic for me in the time frame that I've set in order to take doable actions. Now, these are my 3 ideas that I've shared with you on how to quit your 9 to 5 and possibly starting your own business. If this resonated with you, there is still so much more for me to share around this topic, so feel free to reach out to me or leave a comment.